Good morning. There have been revelations of an extraordinary and unprecedented trashing of our democracy by the former Morrison government. This has been government by deception, government in secret, the appointment of not a shadow ministry by the Leader of the Opposition, but a shadow government by the Prime Minister. I used to say that Scott Morrison had two jobs as Prime Minister and he botched them both. It turns out I was wrong about there being just two jobs. He told us he was a bulldozer and his coalition colleagues just shrugged their shoulders and cheered him on, not in one election, but in two elections. Turns out he was the world's first stealth bulldozer, operating in secret, keeping the operations of the government from the Australian people themselves, a misleading of Parliament as to who was holding what portfolios and who was responsible. Our democracy is precious. We should be very proud of the democracy that we've created here in Australia. But the Westminster system relies upon checks and balances. The former government, Scott Morrison and others who were involved in this, deliberately undermined those checks and balances that are so important and essential for our democracy. I can say that today I've been informed by the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet that between March 2020 and May 2021, the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, was appointed to 5 additional portfolios in addition to his appointment as the head of Prime Minister and Cabinet. He was appointed to administer the Department of Health on the 14th of March 2020, the Department of Finance on the 30th of March 2020, the Department of Home Affairs on the 6th of May 2021, the Department of the Treasury on 6th of May 2021, and the Department of Industry, Science, Energy and Resources on the 15th of April 2021. Each of these appointments made under Section 64 of the Constitution. It is completely extraordinary that these appointments were kept secret by the Morrison government from the Australian people. It is completely contradictory to, for example, the questions that ministers answered on the floor of the House of Representatives and the Senate. You ask questions of ministers who are responsible for portfolios. The Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition table in Parliament a list of portfolios and who is responsible for what. And the implications are still being worked through. We know that there is a legal matter in the issue of resources. I'm seeking further advice as to the use of these extraordinary powers by Scott Morrison and other examples of it, and will be receiving a briefing. I've asked for advice from the Solicitor General, and I'm advised that will be ready next Monday, which I think is the 22nd or thereabouts of this month.